Hello all of you. In this video, we will quickly understand the recent IFoA updates for the April 2025 term for the examination center candidates. So IFoA recently released all its examination locations in the major cities, Kolkata, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Pune and few others, Ahmedabad and so other cities. This is a basic guideline for all the students who will be appearing for their examinations from their own centers. So, okay. This is very similar to the examination handbook that was released earlier. Now, these are the few checklists that you can quickly go through and understand. For CP3, you have to download the pre-exam material which you receive 3 working days before your examination. 2 weeks before your exam. Again, this is very similar to the previous one where you have to, you will be getting the mail ID, the mail on your respective mails that you have mentioned, wherein they will be asking you to create an account. The email that you will be receiving is from alerts@onlinepracticalexams.org, and it will review. You have to review your date, timing, center location, everything over here. Now this is different. On the day of your examination, please reach your respective locations minimum 1 hour before, so that you can able to access everything, understand everything that is going on over there. You have to show a valid identification. It can be Aadhaar card, it can be your passport, it can and make sure it's an original document, it's not a photocopy. And only the permitted items are allowed, wherein a water bottle, you can maybe carry some snacks, maybe biscuit in the form like biscuits or some dry snacks if you want. And apart from that, you have to carry a clean pencil box or a pencil bag in which you can carry pencil. Calculator, any type of calculator is permitted. It's not only FX EX92 that we follow, but it can be any calculator. So we recommend using 991 calculator. The videos of the same have been uploaded. If you still haven't bought any calculator, you can purchase this one. It's a very good calculator wherein you can perform integration, differentiation, matrix calculations and simultaneous equations and much more. We have uploaded videos of same. You can carry more than one calculators as well. Another thing is on the table book. So you will be getting PDF of the table book. It will be there on your PC in the center. Apart from that, you are not supposed to have a Xerox version of the table book which you usually use. So if you can get hold of the original table book from any of your IAS friends, you can get that. But apart from that, photocopy is not allowed. However, in one of their FAQs, they have mentioned that annotated version of table book is allowed if it does not have any post-its or if it does not have any marks on it. You can carry it, but if they don't allow you inside the exam hall, then you have to obviously leave it outside. I would recommend that PDF is great, so you don't have to worry so much about your table book, right? Apart from that, there is no limit on the rough sheets that you will be getting. You can carry your rough sheets, maybe if you lose rough sheets, A4. Apart from that, they will also be providing you with the rough sheets, right? Okay, so now on the day of your exam, you have to log in to your examination portal. So basically it will be very same to how your online exams at home was conducted. Just the difference is over there you are sitting on their PCs with their own equipments in their location. Apart from that, you have to log in into the examination portal. Download the paper obviously. If it is Excel, which is CM1, CM2 and CP2, please make sure you unzip the full file because that contains the Excel file, and you then start working on it. you have to mention your ARN as the file name. Make sure you do that. Save it on the on your PC using My Documents or desktop. I would suggest always save it on your desktop. That is great. And also obviously you cannot use any cloud based like OneDrive, Google Docs. All of these are not allowed. And then once you do it, then you have to obviously upload it regularly. Save your examination, upload your submission. Once the examination invigilator notifies you that examination time has ended, you must stop typing. You will have 30 minutes again time to upload, just like before. Nothing has changed in this bit. Alright, apart from that, these are communication contact details of IFoA. You can please go through it. Nothing has changed over here, so I'm not going through it again. Okay, these are the email communications. You can save it on the above page. We had the contact details which you can again save. Joining instructions, again this is very much similar. So once you are logged in, you can go to the review exam booking page. Your joining instructions will basically, this is the mail also that you will receive 2 weeks before your exam, so you don't have to worry about this. However, if you want to, you can go to your IFoA portal and check all these details. Right, you have to create an account on the examination platform again, which is very similar to what we used to do previously. Okay, these are all again the same things. If this is your first IFoA examination, you will need to create an account on examination platform. So it is again the same which we repeated in the previous handbook video which we released I think a month ago. So there we had a setup by account similar. I've shown you how to set up your account. OTP goes on your cell phones, which you need to input there. You need to set your password and everything. If you are doing for the first time, if you're doing it for the second time, OTP is still required. You can reset your passwords if you don't remember it, right? Again, please make sure that your phone numbers, your email IDs are perfectly fine on the IFoA login page. Otherwise, you will not be receiving the OTPs and email communications and whatsoever. So here, step by step, everything is given to you like we have discussed previously. On the examination day, you can have a driver's license, passport, national identification means Aadhaar card. You can also have a voter ID card, but I would suggest you to carry passport or Aadhaar card, or if you have a driver's license, and please do have an original format of it. Don't use photocopies, please. Now, these are permitted items which are mentioned below. I will show it to you. You will be getting a Windows PC or you might get a laptop and with external QWERTY keyboard and mouse. So you will be provided with external keyboard, you will be provided with external mouse. So you don't have to worry. All the students who are worrying about typing speed and how my typing will change since the exams are now online and offline and I will be using their own system, I'm not using my system. All of these please are ruled out, because you will be getting external keyboards, you will be getting external mouse, which is I think very good enough. So you don't have to worry. If your typing speed is good, it will be good over there as well, right? You will be getting a single laptop screen or external monitor. Google Chrome browser will be given to you. Microsoft Office will be there on your PCs, which is installed over there. One more thing, our studio will only be available for CS1 and CS2 students in paper A. So paper A, if you want to do any kind of calculations in Excel, it is open for all the papers, but if you want to do any kind of calculations in our programming, it is only available in case of CS1 and CS2 only, not in any other paper. You will obviously have a zip folder, a zip file, encryption and all that things will be there. Our Studio 2024 and our version, this is again, and all the required R packages will be pre-installed, so you don't have to go over there in CS1, CS2 to install any. CS1 students as it is don't need any, I think apart from 1 or 2 packages for PC and all that, you don't need any other packages. You need it for CS2, which will be obviously pre-installed, so you don't have to install it on spot. Okay, unzipping folders will be fine files because the required softwares will be there. These are the time limits, which is again same, nothing has changed over here. Again, I'm not reading this. Please regularly save your work. Also make sure you click on this enable editing. This is specifically for Excel students, where you get your template, answer template, and you have to work on that. So you click on enable editing and you start working. Also please make sure you keep on saving it, unzip it first definitely, and then start working on it. And your file name should have SA3. For example, if you're appearing for CM1, then it has to be CM1 April 25 underscore, you can put your ARN. This should be only your file name. You don't have to put your ARN anywhere within the file. So please don't do such kind of things where you're putting. Autosave feature should be is enabled for you to use, and should save changes throughout your examination. However, if you have autosave feature enabled in your PC, then please make sure you close your file just before the end of your examination. Otherwise the timestamp will go up, and that will lead to maybe there can be some issue while checking your paper. They might not check your paper. So please make sure, or you can just switch off the autosave feature. That will be the safest option. Right, 30 minutes that is given for uploading is not supposed to be the time where you are editing or writing anything. These things are all the same that we had previously. Nothing has changed. There is no restriction on the calculator to be used. So all of these things are fine. You can use Excel for calculation. You can paste your Excel work on Word very easily, no problem. Just make sure you're showing all the workings properly for the examiner to understand that how you have performed your calculations. You cannot insert Excel within Word. That is still not allowed like previously. These things are mentioned if you are using Excel. So please, screenshots or image capture will be accepted for marking, but you need to obviously show the workings. I don't suggest putting screenshots of Excel in your Word. Straight away just copy paste the table and show the workings like you have always done before, and like we have made you all understand in classes. These things are again very same. We recommend keeping the upload area open on the screen throughout your examination, so that you don't have to re-log in. What happens is, once you log in into the portal, the portal remains active for next 6 hours approximately. So that is more than enough time for your examination to end. So please don't log out. Let it keep running in the background. Maybe if it's in the Google Chrome or whatever they provide you, mostly Google Chrome. So keep it running. Don't close it, because it's not needed. Just keep it running at the back, because once you are done with your work, you can just go over there, select the file that you have saved, and just upload it over there. Once you close it, you will again have to re-log in. It might take another 5 minutes to do that, so you don't want to do that, right? Don't have to re-log in and do all such kind of things. So just make sure you, whatever errors or whatever difficulties you face throughout the examination, please make sure you keep on taking a screenshot of that. Keep a log of it, so that you can later on, if any mitigating circumstances appears, you can tell IFoA about your situations, about your problems that took place during your examination. So you have a proof, right? So you can keep on taking a track of it. Save the file on desktop or My Documents. I always suggest to save it on desktop. It becomes easy to find. Yes, apart from that, nothing has changed so far. Examination, this is again something which is, I don't think, if there is any issue, obviously you keep a log of it. And yeah, these are the mathematical formulas, statistical notations that you will be using, which is again similar to what we had previously. Nothing has changed over here. So this is how you log in. Again, same, you can go through it. You get the details 2 weeks before your examination on your registered mail IDs. In order to submit multiple files, you have to select all the files. This happens in CP2 exams, where you have to submit your Word file and Excel file together. So all the CP2 students, you have to, when you are uploading, select both the files together, because you cannot select it one by one and upload. Once you select one file and you have clicked on upload, it will be uploaded, right? You cannot re-upload it again. So please make sure you select both the files together, check the size, preview the files, and then submit it. Right? So yes, I think we are done with the updates. If we come across any more updates, we will let you know maybe in the comment section of this video. You can ask. We are conducting regular live sessions on our Instagram channels, Actuators Educational, and also we are running another page called Actuary Buddy. You can connect with us where we are, in always putting all kind of information and updates in a very nice manner. If you are AEI student, then you can reach out to me or Praveen sir or any of the faculties or team members. If you have any doubts, if you face any last moment anxiety, please do get in touch with us and we will be ready to help you no matter what. All the best for your examinations. Please don't think of deferring your exam. If you feel that there is a option of refund and you must take it, then please don't do that, because it's just kicking your qualification 6 months up like far. Don't do such kind of activities. If you have prepared for your paper for the last 6 months, then it's just another 1.5 month or maybe just 1 month that it is asking you to prepare. Just prepare, practice, stay positive, and stay very relaxed. If you have any issues, please let us know. Thank you so much. All the best.